saw the upsets. Well, there's potential for that all day. Apparently, you have to be able to prophesize the world number 2 losing to Simon Gaming.
Yes, in order to be a proper analyst.
Or to get the pick'ems right.
Yes.
But also to be a proper analyst. So
you're not allowed on the desk if you can't be
what title do I get?
correct.
Like a junior now? Am I a junior?
Well, I'm in the other hotel, so I'm junior talent. They didn't even put me in the same hotel as everybody else.
You're not far away.
It's new role, junior talent. You know how
closer
it is.
to the venue. An attacker couldn't be any closer right now to Jax. Oh, well, I guess he could be, because Lucky's going to drop. Jax will get the trade, and now Bntet, he needs to find some consistent form, because this man right here was once the star of Tyloo, has to step up right now. Somebody will find Jax. Trades are coming on down. The bomb has been dropped, and Amanek eventually will go down.
Bntet wants to try and redeem himself inside of the stairs, though, having been a little bit slow on the first few shots. The problem is that Shox and Kenny stand above. Bomb is still down below, however. So smoke off. They hold position.
Kenny just fakes some running away noise towards the A bomb site, which might force them to cover their flanks when this smoke dissipates. But they're opting to push further through connector and hold the bomb at range with these USPs. I love the decision.
Yeah, there's no sense giving it up, but also play a position that you're not compromised should the duels not go your way. They can play the corner, get the information as to which way they go. Door is still closed, so if that opens, even with the smoke down, could be indicative, that's a flash, a decoy, oh my. I've been decoyed, but not Freeman.
G2 Esports, they want to milk as much utility out of Tyloo as they possibly can. Learn what type of weapons they have, because that's information they can take through to the following. Knowing that they have so many SMGs left, if you have that information as G2 going into the third round, maybe you'll be a little bit more passive, because they might go for an SMG gamble stack, one of those pushy rounds we love to talk about. Right now, it will be a B finish.
Freeman. MP9 sprays in, finds 2. That'll be perfect for attacker, who will get the next 3. I'm missing my typical Counter-Strike so-and-so wins the round noise.
Oh.
But
I tell you, Tyloo won it.
Yeah. There you go. Thank you, Chad.
Just to note, after we finished casting back in Shanghai for the Star Series, was it season 7? 8?
I think it was 8.
Yeah. It's been a lot of tournaments going down.
I-Series season 8.
Okay. It's going to be the close smoke, so the SMGs may get an advantage around these.
Molotovs deep onto the armored car and also on the stairs. Summer plays between them. Smoke not on that side, which means Jax and Kenny had a great lineup toward the dumpster, and you can see the headshot immediately coming in. As a result, I take that back. It was actually 2 shots from the AK, not a single headshot, but Shox will take down Freeman. Bomb already planted. Attacker is likely not going to do so.
If he holds on to this, he'll be able to drop a gun over towards Freeman next round. And they can probably still scrape together a messy buy, right? They can do shotguns, they can do all of those kind of goodies. They can't actually get themselves everything they need to have a full buy. So we'll either see a partial upgrade, strangely.
Yeah, there's been so many angles and so many creations, shall we say, from teams that it always excites me to see one that is successful. Even some of the old balloon boosts or the, over here from Flower Pot reverse spot, 4-man stack. Go back, obviously, Olaf. Ooh, Bntet with the MP9 wins out the exchange. Smokes himself off, wants to run, but Kenny will not allow him to do so, knowing that he was damaged. Echo location. Yeah, the Olaf boost is the most famous one. I'm glad that one was fixed. That one was a bit much, but it's always cool to see some of the other ones come out and actually be successful. So when they patch them, I often don't know how I feel. Somebody feels pretty good. He's got 2. Kenny goes down. Bomb as well. AK available to him, but he'll stay on the FAMAS because Amanik's far closer than he thought.
Great round.
Originally, and it is a phenomenal round from him. He'll eventually get taken down, but his job done. Freeman steps out to get the trade, and Tyloo find their third. No one has as of yet, and Shox proceeds to get much closer and clear out the angle so that they can split onto the B site.
Important to note, while this is all happening, they also threw a fake smoke onto the A bomb site, which has held multiple members there.
Attacker does get the first kill, though. So with those 3 members still on the A side and 1 kill found, they haven't started the rotation, but they're not down to a single defender in the site. And now somebody's on rotation. Freeman already working the ramp angle. No smoke to cover off toward the bags, but a headshot in return is not uncommon. Somebody instead wants to sneak up. Bomb's still not in position. Jax has it. He's just gotten to the backside of the pillar now, but needs to go a little deeper before he's safe to plant. Gap is there, jumping over. They won't get to him. Attacker held off. Somebody waits to bide his time. Smoke dissolving and dissipating. He's got to find Jax to his left. He just barely does. Realizes that he'd taken out his teammate prior, but it's Kenny S on the site instead. 3-on-1, Bntet's dead. So Attacker this time does take position in short. Little bounce flash for Lucky. That allows them to open the door. Attacker only good for one, but the trade. Freeman, we saw him standing toward the sandbags. You see exactly why as the CZ-75 finds the kill.
They're all there. Everyone's on the B bomb site.
Yep, the entire map. And the bomb at Monster can't rotate back. Word in the hands of Jax. An opportunity might have presented itself. Instead, though, somebody pushes out, able to trade, but that gives Kenny the information. Bntet the better play. 27 seconds, and Shox will take the round with time aplenty.
Jeez, considering how chaotic that could have ended, Tyloo, they were the ones who got itchy. They had the number advantage, but they didn't have the information. So opting to push out short, that sandbag area, offered up some kills and trades, and that was more than enough for G2 to make the call to push in. And then Shox, very lucky there to be able to finish off that final kill. It wasn't the standard Shox one-tap style in these kind of situations, but the precision was definitely there.
It's a bit rough.
Yeah, there's a lot of things. Obviously, the rumor is KNG going to MIBR, right? Well, INTZ is here. So that means INTZ and MIBR, both of their appearances in this tournament are basically pointless because they won't be the same teams afterwards. Now, look.
Sure. And I heard KNG from them that they were considering it as well as far back as Chicago. So I can say there's some strength to that rumor. Whether or not they've agreed to anything, that's up in the air.
Amanek, I said he could be a linchpin in the clutch situations. Right now they're using him to do something which was coined in Australia as a money man. You send a guy out with a gun on his own versus an eco, he can rack up the money. There was 2 iterations. You either go and you find all the bad guys, you have your teammates behind you to kill them all, or you run out on your own and you find the stack, or you find the empty bomb site. Well, right now Amanek's found the empty bomb site. He's forced the rotation. He's called his team over, and that's also signaled Tyloo.
Amanek, a little bit of a boost. Will spot it. So too will Kenny, though, because he's behind them, and the MP5 goes to work. Freeman just waiting it out toward the sandbags. Somebody down below, M4 in hand.
Did good for the dink there, considering that opening kill. Great flash as well. This is teamwork coming out right here, but they're going to get pushed. An attacker in the corner, lying in wait. He will find the kill, and this round now looking very good for Tyloo as Kenny and Amanek are left to scramble. Still 45 seconds left on the clock, and Summer will eventually finish off that kill, but Kenny's been in the backlines this entire round. He pushed there early, audacious with the MP5, and now, well, there's going to be some difficult kills, even though he has the flank in his advantage, unless he can change to an AK.
It's the flank, but not the bomb. MP5. Dear goodness,
what was it, 4 tries I think we caught? So this spot here is very powerful. There was a boost just up towards near this position where they were pixel walking, sorry, on a little ledge. But this is going to be the B hit, the bomb coming through Monster.
Freeman tagged up by another weapon on entry. Couldn't get much done. Will go down by Lucky, or it's the hands of Lucky, who now is perhaps exactly that. I was going to say not very, and that there's a Molotov down, but still, he's able to get his last shot over the wall in time to catch a second kill.
Huge nade.
Fancy Summer.
So they did the boost, they didn't even have a chance to use it. So right now, if you're Bntet, your option is to save, and he's already clearing out his escape path here. He has a smoke and a HE, so we can always use that in case he does hear the door open. The money right now is obviously not built up for G2. Kenny has the most with 1950. This is a good place for them to start. Basically a contact play in towards the B bomb site, some good trades, some good kills by Lucky. And that was all they really needed. Be curious to see if Tyloo want to keep going for this boost, because it is such a gimmick, right? You understand why I say it's a one and done, because as soon as you see that guy up there, you're going to check that spot every single time. You can clear balloons first if you want to take control of connector that way. You don't necessarily have to go down the ladder.
Into being aggressive in the connector, if you will. They've fallen back this time with good success. Bntet will play the bathroom. Second man shows. He finds that as well. Good drop off the bench. On the bench looking hench. Shox, though, is sneaking in the back door. Lucky.
Wow, he's so unlucky that didn't connect.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's a lot of damage, and yet the last bullet could not find Attacker as he backed away.
That grenade as well, only 1 tick of damage. So Attacker down to 10. The CTs do have the advantage, and they have map control. Look right now, Attacker continuing forward on low HP. Shox is aware, but Lazy cleared the corner, and that will be the bomb drop. Attacker not wanting to hang around to defend this one. 30 seconds left on the clock, and G2 have to start from square one.
Hang on. I've just clued into something.
Okay.
This is the map of the Major.
Oh, yeah.
It's based in Berlin.
Yeah, that's
and here
the TV
we are
tower.
in Berlin.
That's true. So you think this will be the most played map? We've already seen it twice.
I'm not going to go as far as to say that. I'm just saying that I am now going to go on a search of the town to find the location.
Okay, so everyone...
Probably not a real one, but I'm going to find it anyway.
Everyone can, I guess, follow Matt's social media to see Matt taking pictures with things that look like they're from Overpass in...
This game, we're now well beyond that mark. 50 seconds left in the round, and we're just getting to the action. As the smoke goes down, they push through. Almanac finds one, but traded by Freeman, and the advantage now with Tyloo, as Freeman still plays at the barrels. Swings for Shox. Bomb goes down. 41 seconds, and locked out. Lucky gets boosted on the bags to try and see above the clouds. Play feels his position. He might just want to save the AWP at this point. This might not be wise.
Well, he's going to hide in plain sight. If he can make it... If he made it across, he would have just hidden there. That's a very...
We've all got a story, Chad. Fancy. Summer. One of the two. He's got the kill. One and the same. Bntet out toward the stairs. He's going to get taken down by Lucky, though. That makes problems much worse for Summer because he was relying on Bntet's support. Had to go aggressive. Didn't work out for him. Kenny gets the kill. We're back to a 3-on-3. HP still in the favor of Tyloo, but... don't discount the offense. Bomb is in the hands of Kenny. He's got 1 kill already and has the AK to work with. Unfortunately for them, not the armor to go along with it. And only 2 flashes left in the round, so execution not really an option.
I think they haven't dropped Jax or Deagle or... I think Kenny has a sidearm right now that he could be giving away. Obviously not right next to each other right now, but that could happen as we trickle down with 35 seconds on the clock now. The aggressive long push will be coming out. Here's the flash. This is Kenny's chance. He's going to find him in no man's land, and somebody drops. It's now a 2-on-3.
Kenny still getting closer. Upgrade to the op. They didn't go for the AK that he dropped, though. Interestingly enough, Jax still with the pistol. Was working in from the other angle. Could not get there. He has to work from the front of the bathrooms. Freeman, first shot success. Jax 13. He... downed and leaves Kenny alone with bomb. 8 seconds. This time finds the first on the up. Oh my God! He's found the second as well.
That is what Kenny... They talk about a bit of everything.
Never really got into the whole boxing, combat, sport type of thing. Hockey has fighting. As close as I get. Almanac with 2. Good execution toward the bathrooms after Kenny breaks down the economy, so they can take a 1-round lead perhaps on the T side. Was a bit like splitting hairs on the desk, trying to get a conclusion that G2 is the favorite coming into this.
Well, I guess there's been a player break, right? But most of these teams have had extensive boot camps.
If I'm not mistaken.
No.
Shox will close out the round pretty straightforward.
Somebody used to be a B player on Overpass. I remember him doing lots of filthy plays, those nades, those Molotovs. Look at all that utility damage. Amanek's going to get 2 burnt alive. He'll continue off with 2 more kills with the SG, and on the bomb site will be Freeman.
Is it going to be the first ace of the Major?
Oh, dear.
See what he's up to? He's being very passive. Shox, don't get the kill. Don't get Kenny. Kenny!
Ah!
Bloody forced back.
Come on, guy.
There's 2 forward players. Bathrooms with Summer. And I was going to say Bntet, but Lucky finds him first. Almanac swings around. Summer only good for 1. That's the problem when you lose. Not only the sight, but your wingman. You're kind of left in no man's land outside of bathrooms. Smoke deep to the pillar.
See what I mean? That keeps them away from sandbag. It allows this free rotation. Look at this.
Ooh, that's not ideal for the bomb plant. Second smoke deep, and it looked like Tyloo were baited into it. They thought they were safe. Oh, thank you for that smoke. I'll go plant. But then the rotation, the flank. But then Bntet, a hat trick of frags, and we're back to a 2-on-2. Shox trying to sneak back in and steal the round in the favor of G2. He has found the first kill. Bntet left with 15. We talked about aces, and perhaps the first of the Major. He needs 1. At this point, bomb to be planted. They're going to strike while the iron is hot. And Bntet's not going to lead the way. It's actually Freeman that goes around the corner first. Thought Bntet would be the entry, but the deagle sufficient as Bntet then finds Kenny Summer onto Shox. Forced by. Successful? I would say so far that's the case, and likely the result as well. As the
I remember when Threat took over coaching of NIP, something that they were doing fantastically well was letting teams save.
Flashes go deep on toward Monster. Rotations required. Summer. Jack's down. Summer a follow-up. And a third. He's looking extremely sharp so far in this round. He'll find Almanuk. Bntet steals the way the... True enough. Fancy. Just going to wait it out. It looks like they'll round the corner, so he should get a lineup of at least one or two before the pistols aim back in his direction. Attackers there as well. Summer's down, but attacker steps back out. And round gone. Freeman confirms it with kills before the bomb even went off. And he's already there. Shox is behind them, so rotation's back over. Shox, clean lineup, easy shot on Bntet, and Summer stepping back out, suffers a similar fate bomb. Still waits outside of Monster, having gone down in the hands of attacker. I'm gonna got Freeman, resounding round from G2. All five still alive, and it looks to end that way. 3 seconds left. Somebody needs to survive. No one close enough to do anything.
You can see here the money on the G2 side is not built up. They obviously had to reinvest into nades on this side, but think about how much lower that would be if they had to rebuy armor and rifles. Somebody could have had a chance at... Yeah, we might have to see it. He was also moving down to Monster at the time, so maybe just a timing issue, but still, big risk by going up near that board and pushing out into somebody's hands. They will find the opening here, so G2 being able to stabilize here. 2 huge openings, but there's still threats from Monster.
Not quite. Bntet has one, but the rotation's already there, and they surround the site entirely, so Freeman doesn't have many options. Yes. Freeman waits. Almanuk walks directly into that. Flash went high.
Freeman's holding the tree, and there's 35 seconds left on the clock.
Kenny blinds. Shox knew where Freeman was. Based on the Molotov. Kenny not so successful this time as Summer attacks, and Jax has to work back out behind the default box. And a third through the smoke. What a job from him. 18 seconds.
Had just enough time to plant, but here, unfortunately,
the 4 spot and got momentum, but it's since been taken from them. Jax and Lucky pushing out to find respective kills at short. Summer's going to walk into it, but somebody behind him had the Krieg, and I presume was scoped at that range to find the headshot. But as I said, Jax could play off the information. He does that. Kenny finds the kill.
Second round later today.
Today is best of one day.
Hold up a second.
Stunning shot from the Deagle of Summer. Kenny falls, but Shox has not, and that actually takes the aggro away to allow Almanuk to slide out. Map
just on the other side of that divider.
Shox.
He's calling for a flash. Look at it. Watch his mouth. There it is.
Well, the counter flash goes out. He steps wide, nearly spotted the second player on the bench. Almanuk, however, will stay in the corner on the Krieg and couldn't find the second. Tyloo come out with 2 instead. That's exactly how many members are left on either side, but Lucky's alone on the site. Needs to play this smart, passive, patient, because the flank is on arrival. Jax, he'll get Summer immediately. Somebody's left with 20 HP. Bomb went down in that time. Jax has a kit. If he didn't, there was one on the ground in front of him anyway. As he pops the flash high, knowing well the AWP has headed toward long. Molotov as well, and he's so low he can't face it, but he takes the peek. Summer, ooh, missing the shot. Kenny will not. Fired between the 2 targets. Kenny.
They cleared him this time.
Absolutely did. Bntet's got Almanuk down. Kenny's relocated again, trying to find an angle. Smoke in front of him, but bomb going back over toward B, and somebody wants to make contact straight through the Monster tunnel. Jax.
What's that rush?
Freeman, somebody responds, but Lucky gets the cross bomb dropped for a moment. Shox catches somebody out looking for it. You're right, perhaps too much of a rush in the air. I thought Bntet had a chance.